All right, for this problem, they are asking you to do this right here. Determine what key terms refer to in the example for researcher A. At the top, it gives you all this verbiage. It says studies are often done by pharmaceutical companies to determine the effectiveness of a treatment program. Suppose that a new AIDS antibody drug is currently under study. It is given to patients once the AIDS symptoms have revealed themselves. Of interest is the average mean length of time in months patients live once they start the treatment. Two researchers each follow a different set of 40 patients with AIDS from the start of the treatment until their death. The following data in months are collected. Now, you are asked down here to identify a parameter, a sample, a variable, population, and statistic, and they're giving you 5 choices. Now, when you're in Mobius and you click on one of these little V's right here, that's a drop-down box, and when it drops down, the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 appear. There's only one correct answer, so you have to identify each one of those 5 words with each one of those 5 statements. Now, I went ahead and took the liberty of going into Mobius to the reading and participation activities, and I found their definitions for those 5 words: parameter, sample, variable, population, and statistic. You don't have to do them in order. You can pick any one you want. To me, the easiest one to deal with is the population. And the population is all the individuals, objects, or measurements whose properties are being studied. Now, you're dealing with researcher A, but there's also researcher B down here, and they are both studying the same thing. They are studying AIDS patients. So, number 2, and I'll color code this, AIDS patients would be the population. So when I hit this drop down box, I'm going to choose number 2 for that. All right. Let's see. A sample, to me, is the next easiest one to figure out. The sample is a subset of the population studied, and researcher A has a subset of 40 patients with AIDS. So sample would be this one. And for a sample, we're looking at number 3. So I'll be choosing number 3 for that. Okay, to me, the next easiest one, let me find another color, green, I guess here, would be the variable. And that is a characteristic of interest. And it's set up here, of interest is the average length time in months patients live once they start the treatment. And of course, variables are usually, unknowns. And on number 5 right here, they just happen to give me a variable of X, but it does say the length of time in months AIDS patients live after treatment. So variable is this one right here, variable, and I'll be choosing number 5 for that one. Okay, how about this color? All right, so I got 2 more to go. I got a 50-50 shot at this point. Let's see. How about statistic? A numerical characteristic of the sample. A statistic estimates the corresponding population parameter. Sorry, statistic. Okay, so I'm down to 2. It's the average length and time in months age patients live after treatment, or choice 4, the average length of time in months age patients live after treatment in the sample. Statistic says a numerical characteristic of the sample. So that would be number 4. So when I get to statistic, I'll be choosing number 4. And so by the process of elimination, my last one, let's see, I guess I'll use the blue, would be the parameter. And a parameter is a number that is used to represent a population characteristic. So that would be the average length of time in months AIDS patients live after treatment. That would be all of them, the parameter. So that would be choice number 1. So let's see, I got 1, 3, 5, 2, 4. I'm going vertically. So I'm going to go back 1, 3, 5, 2, 4. And I'm going to pick 1. Wow, my brain. 1, 3, 5, 2, 4. 1, 3, 5, 2, 4. 1, 3, 5, 2, and 4. How'd it do? Yay! I got them all right. All right, and then here's their feedback for you, so you can read that yourself. Have fun with that one. And more than likely, they're probably going to switch these up on you. They won't be in the same order as mine, or they might switch these words, so pay attention to what you're doing.